temperature drops like a stone in a well, and the sky is the color of a story to tell. It's a deep-seated ache in the joints of the street, where the frost and the asphalt are starting to meet. Every breath is a cloud, every heartbeat is slow, watching the indigo ink start to flow. It isn't a shadow, it's more of a stain, creeping through windows and clogging the drain. The mercury's falling, the spirits are thin, and the pressure is pushing the ribs to the skin. There's a silence, it's heavy, a silence, it's blue, wrapping a grip round the pulse of the few. No more fire in the lungs, just a chill in the gut. Every door on the block is officially shut. The bruise is expanding, it's purple and vast, while the ghosts of the evening are breathing their last. Under the weight of the indigo sky, watch how the light starts to wither and die. It's a deep blue bruise on the face of the town, where the only way up is a long way down. Just a cold blue way until the spirit begins to break. A different tune under the gaze of a chemical moon. There's a numbness that follows the end of the heat, turning to ice on the soles of the feet. Hands in the pockets, a clenching the bone to keep out the hum of the dial tone. The air is a liquid, it's harder to move, caught in the track of a jagged edge groove, looking for warmth in a neon lit sign, but the buzz of the gas is a jagged edge line. It's a systemic shiver, a cellular code, leaving the young feeling brittle and old. The bruise isn't healing, it's turning to black, and there isn't a map for the way to get back. Just the deep-seated blue and the indigo haze, lost in the middle of a midnight maze. Under the weight of the indigo sky, watch how the light starts to wither and die. It's a deep blue bruise on the face of the town, where the only way up is a long way down. Just a cold blue way until the spirit begins to break. Start to bleed in the glass, watching the hours in the ambulance pass. There's a chemical sweetness stuck to the tongue, while the smog of the city is filling the lung. It starts at the toes and it climbs to the knees, ascended a quiet, a frozen up freeze. The buzz of the sign is the only thing heard since the voice lost the spirit to carry a word. Lean into the flicker, lean into the blur. Everything's moving much slower than it were. The nerves are all frayed, but the feeling is gone, hiding away from the thought of the dawn. It's a neon-lit needle, a gas-flavored high, beneath the weight of a violet sky. The blood is like lead, but the head is like air, drowning in colors that aren't even there. Oh, it's neon and Novocaine, washing it out, silencing every last shadow of doubt.
hours are locked and the eyes are a void, living on time that was meant to be destroyed. Check the reflection in the shop front chrome, a hollowed out shell that is looking for home. But the map is all blurry, the ink is all wet, and the brain is a cellar for every regret. So swallow the static and drink in the glare. There's a medicine feeling in the nighttime air. The street is a hallway that never quite ends, where the light of the liquor store window descends. It doesn't fix the heart, it just stops the clock while the shadows are starting to circle the block. One more flicker, one more flash before the whole system collapses to ash. It's an artificial piece of manufactured grace with a neon blue glow on a Novocaine face. Oh, it's neon and Novocaine, washing it out, silencing every last shadow of doubt. The glow is a band-aid, the numb is a friend, waiting for everything broken to bend. Just keep the lights bright, and we'll make it through the middle of the night. The clouds are all swollen, a deep shade of plum, beating the air like a hollowed out drum. There's a pressure that's building, a weight in the mist, like a sky that's been hit by a giant-sized fist. The stars are all smothered, they can't catch a breath in the overhead colors of a slow-moving death. It's a ceiling of charcoal, a canopy of ink, waiting for something to finally break. The rooftops are jade, they're cutting the clouds, wrapping the neighborhood up in their shrouds. No wind in the trees, just a stagnant blue gloom, making the street feel like a four-wall room. The horizon is puffy, the edges are sore, like
fit. It's a struggle to see the difference between the dark and the debris. Every breath is a labor, a pull through the chest, while the atmosphere settles for a permanent rest. The smoke from the chimneys is trapped in the haze, adding more layers to the midnight maze. There's no escape from the dome overhead. It's the color of a heart that's already been bled. A storm is a promise that the sky never keeps, while the rest of the city just shivers and sleeps. The clouds are like blankets made out of lead, pressing the dreams right out of the head. Watch the dark purple vapor descend on the park, turning the shadows to a different kind of dark. The sky is a wound that refuses to heal, wrapped in the texture of a cold rolled steel. Look up at the bruised up sky, where the clouds go to suffer and the light goes to die. It's a heavy set weight, it's a purple tinted pain, waiting for the sky to start leaking the rain. Just a bruised up view in the middle of the indigo, in middle of the blue.
The dial tone is singing to an empty walled room, while the clock on the mantle is a ticking of doom. 6:30 hits and the shadows grow long, and the feeling in the gut says that everything's wrong. The switchboard is melted, the wires are dead, just a tangle of copper like a web in the head. There's a lock on the station, a bolt on the ward, and the cry for a savior is being ignored. The streets are a vacuum, the precinct is cold, a story of silence that's beginning to fold. Don't bother with shouting, don't bother with flares, the sky doesn't listen to the weight of the prayers. The trucks are all parked and the engines are gray. The help that was promised is a lifetime away, just a flicker of static on the emergency line, while the sun leaves a corpse on the horizon line. The lights are all out and the doors are all thin, there's nobody coming to let the light in. It's 6:35 and the silence is coming. Look at the road, there is no help coming. No sirens, no bells, just the sound of the world as it settles and swells. The neighbors are shadows behind a deadbolt, waiting for the surge, waiting for the jolt. But the grid is a skeleton stripped to the bone, and the heaviest burden is standing alone. There's a ghost in the hall, a chill in the air, and the realization is a permanent stare. You can check the horizon, you can check the front gate, but the help is a ghost and the ghost is too late. The red and the blue have all faded to black, and there isn't a pilot to whistle us back. The radio's hissing a white noise song, spirit in a blanket of doubt, while the last of the candles is flickering out. The watchman is sleeping, the rescue is gone, and it's a terrifying distance to the break of the dawn. The lights are all out and the doors are all thin. There's nobody coming to let the light in. It's 6:35 and the silence is humming. Look at the road, there is no help coming. No sirens, no bells, just the sound of the world as it settles and
Is heavy like a liquid in the throat, dragging down the spirit in a lead line cold. Every gulp of the evening is a mouthful of sand, while the oxygen is slipping through the grip of the hand. It's a thick purple vapor, it's a suit cover mist, wrap around the windpipe like a cold iron wrist. The lungs are expanding but the air is too dense, like a physical wall, like a razor wire fence. It's a dive without a suit, it's a walk on the floor of a sea made of shadows in the closing up door. There's a weight on the rib cage, a pressure on the sight, drowning in the middle of a breathless blue night. The street is a tunnel with the ends blocked off, leaving nothing but the static and the dry metal cough. Can't scream through the curtain, can't shout through the fog, just a slow motion struggle in the chemical bog.
Open the window, let the silence out. The air's a fever, the air's a doubt. We're sinking in the open, we're gasping on the street, drowning in the vapor and the indigo heat. Just a breath, just a pull, until the lungs of the city all finally fall. The pressure is a finger on the center of the chest, forcing out the rhythm, forcing out the rest. It's a sea level panic in a high-rise town, where the only way to breathe is to finally go down. The smog is a blanket that was dipped in the sea, pressing on the people, pressing on me. No oxygen left in the cracks of the brick. The air is a syrup, the air is too thick. Watch the birds fall silent, watch the trees go still, while the evening is climbing up the side of the hill. It's a vacuum of color, a suction of sound, turning every sidewalk to a burial ground. Keep the mouth wide open, keep the eyes on the sky, waiting for a breeze that's a permanent lie. The night is a fluid, it's a deep water snare, and we're all just a memory drowning in air. Open the window, let the silence out. The air's a fever, the air's a doubt. We're singing in the open, we're gasping on the street, drowning in the vapor and the indigo heat. Just a breath, just a pull, until the lungs of the city are finally full.
The hallway is a trench where the bitter words fly. Underneath the ceiling of a fractured glass sky, one side is a fire, the other is a frost, and the small quiet center is the one who is lost, sitting on the carpet with a toy in the hand, while the giants are dividing up the piece of the land. There's a suitcase open like a mouth on the bed, swallowing the blankets and the things that were said. A mother is a mountain, a father is a storm, and the space in the middle isn't safe, isn't warm. The kitchen is a courtroom, the living room's a cage, where the ink is the anger on a legal-sized page. Don't look at the eyes, just look at the floor, while the ghost of a family walks out of the door. It's a war without a uniform, a battle in the hall, watching every picture frame fall from the wall. I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the gray, watching all the pieces get carried away. The house is a target, the love is a wire. I'm just the shadow caught in the crossfire. Don't scream, don't shout, just wait for the last of the lights to go out. One weekend is a bribe, the other is a chore, while the heart is a casualty of a cold-blooded war. A backpack is a house, a backseat is a home, tracing out a map through the chrome and the foam. The shouting is a static that is filling the ear, replacing every memory with a permanent fear. Whose side are you on is a blade in the chest, when the soul is just looking for a place it can rest. The table is a border where the signatures bleed, ignoring every silent and a desperate need. It's a long distance feeling in a short distance car, wondering how the people got so bitter and far. The indigo is heavy, it's a bruise on the life, cut into the spirit by a dull-bladed knife. So hide under the covers, hide under the bed, while the crossfire is screaming overhead. I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the gray, watching all the pieces get carried away. The house is a target, the love is a wire. I'm just the shadow caught in the crossfire. Don't scream, don't shout, just wait for the last of the lights to go out.
The thermometer is broken, but the feeling is clear. A steady migration of the heat and the fear. It starts at the knuckles and it moves to the wrist. A slow motion turning of an icy blue twist. The blood is a river that's beginning to slush, while the noise of the city is a permanent hush. There's a frost on the inside of the window of the eye, watching all the empathy wither and die. No more shivering now, just the stillness of slate, as the marrow begins to accept its own fate. It's a cellular winter, a freeze in the core, like a body that can't find the sun anymore. The pulse is a ghost that is rattling a chain in the deep narrow tunnels of a blue tinted vein. Every thought is a splinter, every memory is glass, watching the last of the vital signs pass.
The veins are all cold, the spirit is blue. There isn't a drop of the warmth coming through. The heart is an anchor, the lungs are a stone, living in a body that's a frozen up zone. Cold veins, cold heart, watching the structure all fall apart.
skin is a map of a forgotten place with a porcelain texture and a silver gray face. Don't look for a flicker, don't look for a glow. Everything is buried in a chemical snow. The joints are all rusted, the movement is stiff, like a man standing still on the edge of a cliff. There's no use in screaming, the vocal cords are grit, just a hollowed out candle that refused to be lit. The indigo hour has moved to the bone, turning the soft into a permanent stone. It's a deep tissue silence, a bloodstream freeze, bringing the pride of the man to his knees. The clock is still ticking, but the rhythm is off, leaving nothing but the sound of a dry frozen cough. It isn't a death, it's a pause in the flow, where the only thing left is the indigo snow.
The veins are all cold, the spirit is blue. There isn't a drop of the warmth coming through. The heart is an anchor, the lungs are a stone, living in a body that's a frozen up zone. Cold veins, cold heart, watching the structure all fall apart.
Watching the structure all fall apart.
The edges are frayed, the borders are thin, losing the battle to the glow of the skin. It's a slow motion melting, a lift from the ground, without a disturbance, without any sound. The shadow is lighter, the footprint is gone, dissolving away in the indigo dawn. Just a wisp of a spirit, a curl of the smoke, a word that was swallowed before it was spoke. The brick is still solid, the pavement is real, but the flesh is becoming a thing you can't feel. Like a drop of the water on a hot metal plate, turn into mist at the hand of the fate. It's a chemical exit, a physical ghost, leaving the things that were by you the most. The jacket is empty, the shoes on the street, while the vapor is rising to the height of the heat. We're vaporized, we're thinning and out, lost in the middle of a system of doubt. No more weight and no more name, just a little bit of smoke and a flicker of flame. Turn into air, turn into haze, lost in the middle of the indigo maze. The clouds in the lungs are the same as the sky, watching the solid world wither and die. It's a translucent feeling, a see-through grace, with a blurring of lines on a blurring of face. Don't look for the blood, it's a violet gas, floating through windows and portals of glass. The city is breathing, the people like air, while the silence is hanging in the middle of prayer. A ghost in the circuit, a glitch in the light, merging away
syntax of the sin is a tint in the skin where the indigo ends and the pen strokes begin. It's a bleeding economy, reading the palmistry, heating the psalmistry, breeding this comedy. The ink is a solvent, the sink is the solvent for debts that are desperate and heavenly insolvent. Notice a slant in the slant of the line, a parallel parable paired with the spine. It's a permanent stain on the permanent stain where the innermost terrors are interred in the brain. The script is a crypt, the vowel is a shroud, scribbling riddles on a silhouetted cloud. It's a double entendre, a trouble to wander. The more that is lost is the more that we squander. Indigo valleys in the index of leaves, wearing the narrative pinned to the sleeves. It's the indigo ink, let the capillary fill. The world is a parchment that's perfectly still, staining the silence and etching the bone. A story of blue in a monochrome zone. Write it in blood or write it in lead, but the ink is the only thing living or dead. The fluid is fluid, the consonants concentrate. Concrete confessions for the gods to ponderate. Liquid elision, a vision of viscous circular sentences, searching for discus. The nib is a needle, the page is the patient, a stutter and study and soul expatriation. A map in the marrow with narrowing narrows, while shadowy sparrows are haunting the pharaohs. It's metaphors met at the mouth of the river, a synapse collapse that can make the gods shiver. The stain isn't surface, it's subterranean, deep water darkness, Mediterranean. Syllables stacked in a cell, ringing the rhythm like a cracked metal bell. The ink is a vessel, the ink is a void, the last of the light that was never deployed. It's the indigo ink, let the capillary fill. The world is a parchment that's perfectly still, staining the silence and etching the bone. A story of blue in a monochrome zone. Write it in blood or write it in lead, but the ink is the only thing living or dead. Thing living or dead. Write it in blood or write it in lead, but the ink is the only thing living or dead.
Fire is retreated to a huddle of red, like a dying idea in a tired out head. The indigo's heavy, it's a blanket of ash, while the spirit is feeling the final collapse. No more pens in the pocket, no more ink in the jar, just the flickering ghost of a long-distance star. The heat is a ghost on the tips of the grain, watching the frost settle back on the pane. The oxygen's thin and the shadows are tall, the last of the embers begins its own fall. From a roar to a whisper, from a glow to a grave, the physical